Welcome to this new video. Today we are going to see how to use the translate action together. The idea with the translate action is that an interactive object can translate, meaning moving from a position to another one when a condition invalid and or when the action happens, basically. So this time what we are going to do is that we are going to be able to kind of move wood logs towards ourselves while we are pointing at the wood log. So think about maybe Yoda in Star Wars or Luke Skywalker, that kind of things, that they use the string to bring an object, to drag an object to themselves, kind of something like that. So we are going to recreate that kind of mechanic. So when we will point towards the wood log, it will kind of come towards us. So let's check the hierarchy of the project and let's search for the wood log. It's called wood log new and it's over there. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to open the little arrow. I'm going to click on interaction and open again the little arrow. And I'm going to select the translate action one. So if I look at the inspector, I can see that if I scroll a bit, there's already the condition, which is point and trigger. And we have a minimum duration of 3 seconds. So we have to point and press the trigger towards this wood log for at least 3 seconds to make it valid, to make the condition valid. So we just need to add the action. So I'm going to click on add action and I'm going to select translate. I scroll a bit more and here we have the translate action. So the object to move is going to be itself. So the wood log, I'm going to drag and drop it in here. And we need to pick a destination. So it's called transform because the transform is basically a position of an object inside Unity. If I scroll a bit up in the inspector, you can see that there is something called transform here. So this is kind of the position of the game object in the world. So I'm going to scroll down again, and so I'm going to press plus. And so here I can drag something that has a transform. So I already created a little object that is attached to ourselves, kind of to the camera. I'm going to look for it. So it's inside the interaction rig, I believe. So it's inside the interaction rig, which is kind of what represents ourselves in the experience. And I'm going to look for the right hand, I think. And I can see that there is something called la force, which is the string in French, basically. So this is what we have to drag in our action, because this is attached to kind of our right hand, actually, in VR. And so that's where we want to drag to make this kind of wood log translate towards. So let's scroll a bit again to find our wood log, which is over there, and click in the translate action. Now we just need to drag this la force inside the destination slot over there. And I want to give it a bit of time. I don't want it to kind of almost teleport, in my hands. So I'm going to put a 5-second duration. So it will take 5 seconds to go from the place the wood log is currently to translate to the la force position, the place that is my right joystick, basically. So with that setting, it should work. So we are going to go back into VR to see if that works. All right, so we are back in VR. So we need to go to the wood log. So you can see that it's straight over there. So I'm going to move towards the wood log. And now I'm going to point and press a trigger towards the wood log. And I will wait 3 seconds and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to start pressing now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and you can see the wood log is starting to come towards me. Up, 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 up. And here we go. It just reached my hand. So congratulations, you just made the translate action work. Thank you for watching and see you in the next tutorial.